Thank you, thank you. I'm Distro. I will be running Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. I'll get started with the cutscene right away, and then I'll explain a bunch of things. And I'll do a countdown from 3 to 1, and then at go, the time starts. So 3, 2, 1, go! All right, first things first, we have an in-game rendered cutscene with Lambert, this NPC that you see, who's going to talk to Sam Fisher, who's the character we will be playing. And the game is in English for this marathon. Technically, German would be the fastest version, but it's only a 12-second difference, and I thought that for the marathon it would be nice to understand things that are going on in the game. And this is the any person category, specifically V1, which is the PC version, PS3, and original Xbox. It's a bit different from the V2 version, which is PlayStation 2 and GameCube. Mostly the difference lies in the level design and some other gameplay choices, but the games are quite similar except for, well, for the speedrun it's different enough to fall into different categories. And we'll start with the training course level. A trick you will see a lot, which I will already explain, is dialogue skipping. You do that by quick save and quick loading. And literally when there's a dialogue running, you just quick save, then quick load, and skip. But in training, the dialogues are a bit different because Fisher freezes in place when Lambert starts talking to him through the intercom system. And you can't just skip it like that. But if we spam quick save entering one of those triggers, and then spam quick load and quick save with a specific timing, you can still skip them, but it's a bit difficult. So I will probably miss a few of those. For now, we have to look at a bunch of lights. I promise the game is going to become a little bit more interesting when we can start moving. But for now, let's enjoy these beautiful lights.
Great. Now the one on your right. Okay.
Wow. Top tier gameplay.
Look for another light up in the rafters on the ceiling. Excellent. Now look for one on the ground in front of you.
All right. Now after this line, I will gain movement control, and that's where things will start to become a bit spicier. Okay, first dialogue skip, let's see. Didn't get it, but it's fine. But it also seems that my mouse isn't working correctly. That's okay. Okay, I have some tech issues here, but it's fine. I'll manage without it. I can still use a keyboard. It makes dialogue skips a bit harder now, which is fine. And yeah, good time to mention, we're doing an out of bounds here. There's an obstacle course. And yeah, this is probably not the intended route by the developers. Yeah, with our speedrunners, we love breaking games. See if I can get the skip without the mouse. I got the... That's happening, that can happen. Wait a second, yeah. I had to look for the pause key on the keyboard. For some reason, some of the dialogue skips can't freeze the game like that, if you get them. Not exactly sure why, but you can just unpause the game by pressing the pause button. Didn't get this dialogue skip, that's fine. Yeah, it's quite a lot harder without being able to use the mouse for that.
We've got live bodies in there. Some of the top CIA instructors have kindly volunteered to be your victims.
All right, next dialogue skip already. Got this one. So menuing goes by pressing a key, which opens the menu, and then you have to select what you want. So we have another dialogue skip first. Got that one as well, that's nice. And you just saw a glitch, which I will explain a bit later. We interrogate that guy. It went really quickly because I have interrogation set to mouse wheel down, so I just scroll down, and it goes through all the dialogue pretty much. And we got the next dialogue skip as well, that's nice. Now, we have to use this guy for the retina scanner here that will open this door. And it's basically just introducing you to some gameplay mechanics, and this is a mechanic you will see a few times in the run. You need a specific guard to open a retina scanner, then you find another dialogue skip, let's see. Got that one as well, that was the longest one, so that's good. You're normally supposed to shoot the light so the camera doesn't see you. But if you take this specific path, you can actually skip that, which I got, thankfully. And now we have another camera, we have to shoot this one to proceed. And I think this is a good time to point out that the pistol in this game is horribly inaccurate. As you could see, the first shot missed from literally right next to the camera. And over here, you're supposed to be in the shadows, but it just turns out that if you run through the shadow here, it won't see you. There we go. Another dialogue skip. Yeah, the ones in training are quite annoying, but that's okay. Over here, we get introduced to the body hiding mechanic. I just have to knock this guy out here, and then his friend will check for the body if it's hidden well enough. And then after he's done with his patrol, then the door opens. I can just wait here. And this is also a good time to talk about the glitch you saw, where I keep spamming the crouch button. Makes me crouch and uncrouch. This is what we call crowd surfing. And what this does, it alternates between the standing movement and the crouching movement. And because of that, Sam doesn't do a single step and the guards can actually hear you. Right. Over here, I will use the crouch surf because you can't make a single noise in this section. And if you do, the mission fails. But if I just crouch spam, then I can go through very quickly. And that was already the end of training. We have an in-game rendered cutscene where, well, we have, I think, half a minute of downtime. So if there are any messages to be read out, now is a good time.
Thank you very much. I would just like to remind everyone that if you're interested in staying updated with our events, then just follow us on Twitter, formerly known as X, and on Instagram under the handle of BSG Marathon. Get behind the scenes of the look of the event and stay up to date with the latest news of our marathons if you're interested to do that. It's just exclamation mark socials in chat if you're interested. Thank you very much. Back to you.
All right, thank you. So we get to the first real level now. That is if you don't really count training.
Welcome to the NSA.
There we go. We start right away with a small trick jump. Hopefully I will get it. Can jump on the ladder by jumping on the railing first. It's a bit faster. Just some small movement optimizations, which quite matter if you want to get a competitive time in this game. But in general, just, you know, it looks fancy. Now, same with movement stuff. If I pull out the pistol and go diagonally like that, it's actually faster. And same with this trick jump. You're supposed to actually clamber there, but this is faster. And you're supposed to go through an obstacle course here, or like through the building, and it's burning. But we actually do a skip here called fire skip, and it's very precise. I would probably take a few tries. Let's see. But I do a very precise wall jump. Okay, try that again. Third try, I'm happy with that. And we just skipped around 20 seconds or so. Maybe actually more, I'm not sure.
There's too much smoke. Shoot out the skylights.
But yeah, instead of going through the parkour where the house is burning, you just jump through the fire. You take a lot of damage, but that's a calculated risk of the speedrun. That's always the case if you do that strat. And this is a good moment to show you some area manipulation. I shot that guy, which alerts the other guy. He will open the door. I just wait here, and then I shoot him in the head. Quite convenient, because while the guards are doing a certain animation, like opening doors and stuff like that, they can't actually shoot you or do anything else, so you just kind of abuse the mechanic. Now we have the first keypad code here. I mistyped that. And they are always the same. Every run you do, the same door will have the same key code. And then speaking of key codes, we'll get to lockpicks soon. But first, I will bomb you to this wall, which will negate fall damage. And instead of doing the small parkour here, we just save quite a decent amount of time and just drop down quickly and without taking damage. Now, okay, lockpicking. Same thing as the keypads. Always the same sequence with the same door. It's quite simple, really. I have them memorized. Some small trick jumping here and a lot of area manipulation because I want to be spotted. The guards are alerted. They're checking what's going on here. They think I'm down there, but I'm not there anymore. So I just run past three guards like that. This is actually one of the harder sections casually, in my opinion, especially when you're new to the game. In the speedrun, we just completely break it by running through and doing the trick jump down there. And over here, you see a red computer. Those are usually objectives that you have to do. And I had to hack that, which opened the gate that you just heard. I take a medkit for consistency reasons. There's a guard coming out, crowd surf, and then I just run through. Now you will see a lot of quick AI manipulations going on. There's a guard right in front of me, and then one to the left and one on the top right. But the idea is to shoot this light, and I time a jump perfectly, and it worked. The guard doesn't hear me, and then I go behind this fence so this guard doesn't hit me. And this is actually a bit trickier than it looks, and I'm glad I got it quickly. Then we do some trick jumping here, to skip a bit of parkouring, and hit the low trigger to the next zone. All right. Next door code, 5929. Now we have another AI manipulation. We go to the right side of this guy, and then he checks his right side. We go to his left. It's like the game you played as a kid when you were pointing at someone's shoulder, like tapping them, and then you were on the other side, just to confuse them. We do the same, but in speedruns. And now this guard started the alarm, but I manipulate in a way that he takes his time to do that, so that the guard that rushes to check on him is too slow to actually see and shoot me. And then I do an AI manipulation here, which, if I did it correctly, makes the door open at the end of the level, which makes it a bit faster. So now we just punch this guy, access the computer, and go back to where we just came from. Some AI manipulation here, just jump very quickly with a precise timing, and if I did it right, he shouldn't have shot me, but I'm fine. The door wasn't open, so the AI manip didn't work, but that's okay. We are done with the level. Again, some parkour skipping by doing some small trick jumps back to back. That's fancy stuff you can do. Go fast. And over here, there's a guard scripted to come in once you're inside the room. We just wait for him to go away. We crowd surf. And two other guards here. One of them is going to come down the stairs. But we'll deal with him later. And then there's a bunch of cameras here. In this section, I can't get a single alarm. If I get a single alarm, the mission is over. And I have to go to the basement to interrogate a guard. And I do an AI manipulation by shooting that pillar, which makes him run to the side here. And I knocked his body out in a specific way, and I hope that worked. That doesn't look very dark, but if I got the speedrun strategy correctly, his body should still be hidden. Now for this guy, I just run past him because he doesn't sound the alarm for some reason when he's alerted and he's shooting you. And now there's another guard, and we do some AI manipulation. We make some noise, he checks to his left, and we just run past him, and he doesn't see us. And we just turn off the light here and open the door. And because the light is off, he won't see me. Now we will see if I hit the driver correctly, and I did. Otherwise I would have had an alarm here, the mission would have failed. I'm glad that worked. Over here there's a bunch of cooks, but I turn off the lights, they don't see me. A guard opens the door, shoot him in the face. And now we get to the Goomba room. Why is it the Goomba room? Well, because these guards are Goombas and we jump on their heads. That was a bit unfortunate because the guard was looking up. I think I'll actually revert that. That's a bit random. Try that again. Ah, now it worked. Big AI manipulation here. I will shoot. Wait, I didn't get it. There we go. I shot up there where Colin spawns, and because I see the music shifted, I know that he heard it, and he's alerted now. He's going for the alarm. The alarm happens to be here, which is very convenient. This guy is completely oblivious to everything that's happening in the back there. And now we can grab him, and the reason why we did that is because there's a retina scanner here, and we need this guy. And we saved a lot of time because he rushed from all the way up there to all the way down here. That's an amazing AI manipulation, I think, and it saves a lot of time. Now we get to the first laser mic section of the run. These are a bit tricky, but the idea itself is quite easy. We listen to the dialogue, and we have to listen to enough of the dialogue. But in the speedrun, we have some tech to go faster, because it turns out you don't have to listen to all of it. So I'm going to skip a few lines.
You're a tool. I'm the technology. I
Wait a second. There we go. This should work. There's sometimes a glitch where the memory value jumps back and you fail the mission for no good reason other than it just being a glitch, the code. But that this worked fine. I didn't get the glitch. We got the mission objective. And we can go to the next section of the level. And you will notice me doing something quite peculiar. You might be confused about why I do this. But you will see me lean against the wall and then peek to the side of the wall and draw out my gun. And this has a very good reason, actually. It's because we are waiting for the elevator to come down here. And if I actually go to the menu, the elevator freezes, the whole background freezes. So I save time by not going to the menu and just using some trickery to switch to the pistol like that. All right. I'm going to show off a cool little glitch, which I normally don't do if I go for PB attempts. But for a marathon setting, it's slightly slower, but much cooler. See if I can get it or not, hopefully. I will alert this guy and then go hide here while I enter the door code. And he will open it. There we go. And while he's entering the... Oh, that didn't work. Okay, it worked. While he's entering the code, you can punch him. He gets softlock here. He's just stuck there forever. He doesn't do anything else anymore. Just contemplating life, looking at the wall. Cool little trick you can do. Speaking of cool little tricks, there's another one here. This one is a bit tricky. Let's see if I can get it. That ain't it. There we go. You can break the glass like that. This is rappelling down the wall. It's slightly faster. It looks really cool. And doing some quick dialogue skips here. If you played the game casually, you would probably remember this section because there were a few guards storming in and they make your life really difficult. But as it turns out, if you skip those dialogues quickly, which I hopefully did, we just skipped that spawn entirely. There are 3 guards that didn't spawn. There are some other guards from before. I can just take them out now if I see them. Well, this guy is still stuck, so we don't worry about him. And after hacking the computer, we have to normally clear the guys and then wait. And then Lambert starts talking, you have to hack the computer again. But since we cheesed the game a bit, it looks a bit funny now, and I just wait for Lambert to start talking again. Here we go.
That's the end of it. Thank God.
And you might notice I'm skipping 2 big lines. And this is because to end the level, I have to talk to the guy you saw from the first level in training. Wilkes is his name. And I can't talk to NPCs while there's dialogue running. So I normally lined up the dialogue correctly in the way that they will be done just as I go in front of that guy and talk to him. So let's see if that worked. It did. Nice. So this is the 4th level. This is Oil Refinery. I think this level is a bit interesting, but I will get more into that later. First, we have a lot of parkouring, and I have to focus here because it's actually harder than it looks. Oh, that looks good to me. It's a quick section in the speedrun. We just really do some parkouring and a trick jump coming up soon. We use some invisible collision, basically, or glitch collision to jump up here, save a little bit of time, and then roll into the pipe. And as I mentioned, the 2nd level, pulling out your pistol and going diagonal like that is actually faster in those crawl spaces. So this is the fastest movement tech, at least that we are aware of, in a scenario like this one. Okay, so I said this level is a bit interesting, and I can explain now why that is. You will see during this cutscene there's a technician with a briefcase. And it turns out to end the mission, you literally only need to pick up the briefcase. However, there's like some gameplay trickery here, or game dev trickery. This is not the correct technician. He will be teleported out later and replaced with another one that looks exactly the same, but technically not the same from like a game dev perspective. And the other one has a correct briefcase. But we'll get to that very soon. For now, we just trail these guys. They can't spot me. If they spot me, it's mission over. We don't want that. That loses time. Just have to be careful here that I knock this guy without the other guys hearing me. There we go. Clean little bonk right there. We're fine. Okay, now things get very interesting from a speedrunning perspective. You're supposed to trail these guys, which we kinda do, but we also do something else at the same time. We go to the end of the level before we're supposed to be there. And that has a very good reason, and it will become very clear why very soon. But first I have to get a very tricky jump. Let's see. That's a first try, like what I'm seeing. Oh. All right. So now I'm here earlier than I'm supposed to be. And I took a very precise shot in that square, basically. And I wait for this guard to go down the stairs. If I hit my shot correctly, then he should go down. And he is going down, which is perfect. So now I go back down again and trail these guys. And this might seem very confusing. You might be wondering, why? Why did you just do that? That doesn't make sense to me. Well, it will make sense very soon, trust me. First, let me get rid of this guy. Yeah, keep trailing. But yeah, for now, just keep in mind that guard is actually frozen in the stairs for now because I'm far away from him and the game doesn't care enough to like keep him moving. And again, this is going to be relevant very soon. But now I just activate the water, so these two guards are distracted. They're coming towards me. We jam a bit to the music. Part of the speedrun. Actually not, but still cool. Alright, so... oh, they saw me. That's actually not good. Let me see what I can do here to back up. That should be fine, I hope. Okay, yeah. So... the technician is having a dialogue with these two guards, and I just skipped all of them by just spamming quick save and quick load. Okay, so now we get to the interesting part. I said that the technician will be replaced, and I wasn't lying. When he gets into this room, he will despawn. Actually, we'll look at him so you can see that I'm not making that up. And he will be replaced by a different one in the cutscene that is going to start. Now, what about the other guy that is frozen in the stairs? Well, the stairs are the room next here, and in the casual playthrough, when you start the cutscene, the technician will start running away. But the guy's on the stairs, and he's blocking. Look at this guy's despawning. See it? Yeah, they just despawned. And this is a new technician with a briefcase that ends the level. He's going up the stairs. The guy is still stuck there, all according to plan. And instead of chasing him through the whole level, we just take him out here and take his briefcase. And then I skip a dialogue line. Let's see if I get it. There we go. And that's the end of level. So now, this is CIA headquarters. I would say quite an infamous level for being really difficult. Especially... Ooh, they saw me. Especially because you start without the gun. Okay, I messed up the movement here. But that's fine, as long as they don't see me. Okay, I'm fine. So yeah, this is where you're supposed to be very, very sneaky, you know, in theory. In speedruns, not so much. You infiltrate the CIA by being as loud and obnoxious as possible. You just run through the middle. You activate an alarm. That's how you do it. You just rush through. There's going to be a bunch of guards checking the situation out. No problem, roll past them. I don't recommend doing this in real life, but in the speedrun it works at least. Think so? And tada, we're inside the... Oh, that's actually a glitch that can happen. Let me see if I can avoid that. Okay, I think I should be fine. Sometimes I click for the elevator, I have no idea why. And it can actually kill runs. But we're fine.
Just got word from our man inside.
Alright. We still don't have a weapon. So you still see me run past a lot of enemies and do a lot of aim manipulation. I actually have to pay attention to the alarm level now. If I get one now, I have to memorize that. But first I turn off the light here so this guy doesn't see me and that guy back there doesn't see me. I got the alarm. I have to keep that in mind. We do a skip here by doing a trick jump onto these batteries. And, oh, try that again. There we go. We just skipped that room, the civilian didn't see us, and here we actually get the weapon. That's the F2000. That's the first time you pick it up in the Splinter series, and it's a very iconic weapon. So this is quite a memorable place in the game if you play it casually, probably. And I equipped the sticky shocker because the F2000 has some accessories. I only picked up the sticky shocker here, but it allows me to zap people. Zap. There we go. He's knocked out. So I am manipulation here because I want to avoid an alarm by jumping in front of this guy and blocking his path towards the alarm. He gets redirected to just hiding in the corner. And that's the idea here. Because nobody would have hit the alarm no matter what, but by blocking it, he can't do it anymore. Okay, I got an alarm, and if I get a certain amount of alarms, the mission will fail. So I will shoot this light to hide his body. Yes, it actually works like that. Imagine.
I hear something. Hello? Due to recent events.
But if I hadn't done that, the mission would have failed in around 10 seconds from now. But what is to note here is that the mission will be one alarm away from, well, the whole mission failing. Lambert will be, that's too many alarms, blah, blah, blah. There we go, you hear it. The one more alarm, it's over. And this is actually relevant for the speedrun. This is very calculated. That camera that behind me is completely useless if you take the pathing I took there. So we avoided that alarm. I used a one-way lockpick to avoid lockpicking manually. An item you get in some levels. And this guy sometimes chases you really hard, and then you just turn off the light if it happens, and he can't get you anymore.
Hello? Turn that back on.
Alright, so next part. This is also a very interesting one from a speedrun perspective. You're supposed to carry a guy named Dorothy until the end of the level, where there's a mini van waiting. And I just manipulate him to make him run to where I need him to go. So while he's running, I'm running as well. But I take a different path so these guys don't see me. Alright, so this is a cool strat. I shoot the light here.
What happened with Grim stuff?
And these guys don't see me, even though I'm right next to him. Look at that. That's the beauty of Splinter's speedruns and crowd surfing. So this guy opens the door for us now. And because we're gentlemen, we open the next door for him. Repaying the favor. I am manipulation to get rid of the guy on the left, because he will see me. And I have to time things now. If I shoot this guy and then go out with the correct timing, I will have things lined up the way I want, because the cycle of the next guard starts as soon as I step outside here. And this is important. And this is also very tight. This is one of the hardest tricks. If I go really fast now and the guards don't spot me, I can go for something called an alarm skip. Basically, Lambert will fail the mission during the last dialogue, which skips the last dialogue. And when the last dialogue is skipped, the mission is a success. So basically, by failing, we actually succeed. I hope I can get it, but it's very, very tricky and somewhat random as well. But for now, I will exploit another very cool glitch. For some reason, during this specific dialogue, and no other dialogues in this section, you can actually kill Dorothy. I do that by throwing him off the roof and saving a lot of time. And now that he's dead, the game is in glitch state, and I could theoretically kill everyone if I wanted now. You're not supposed to kill anyone because you work for the NSA, this is the CIA, but Dorothy is already dead, and you could kill everyone else now. I don't know why this glitch is a thing, but it's kind of interesting, I think. And now over here, this is the end. And I hope that the guard on the top there sees me. He did. And now I hope that I get the alarm. I did. I got the alarm skip. Okay, so now the mission fails. The last dialogue is skipped because of that. And the mission succeeded. It's a bit weird, I know. But it's nice to get in the marathon because that's not that common to see. Some quick scopes. Now I can kill everyone again. I just used air 4 rounds. 2 to the body is a knockout. 1 is just a stun. And 1 to the head is also an instant knockout. Some quick scoping going on here. A bit unfortunate with the spawns right now. I'll do my best. Guy will open the door, which is usually lockpicked. It saves a lot of time. Thank you. And I opened this door during this cutscene to save a bit of time. And now you see this guy placing a wall mine, which is great because you can just shoot the wall mine. There we go. That guy is secretly a speedrunner as well, I guess, helping us. We can stun this guy, as I mentioned before, with one airflow run to the body, and we go to the next part. Now this is a bit tricky, so I have to focus.
We just sussed a little more out of Ivan.
I have to have very precise movement so these guards to the left can see me. Let's see.
Behind a cluster of wall mines.
Got it. Now I shoot here at the wall, and there's a wall mine. And if you listen, the guards actually walk to the wall mine. Normally, at least one of them dies. I got unlucky and none of them died, but that's fine, so I just have to take them out myself. To talk to these hostages. Okay, there should be one or two more guards to my side here. I have to be careful.
I'm on my way.
Okay, here we go. But yeah, normally at least one of them dies here to the wall mine that they have. Because when I alert them, they start running towards you, and when they run, the wall mines explode. The way it works, they are flashing green and red, and when they're flashing red and people are running, they will blow up. If they're green, you can move, no problem. This is the last lockpick sequence of the whole game, well, of the whole speedrun, technically, that we do. And this is also the longest one. So let's enjoy the moment for the last few seconds of lockpicking of this game, for the speedrun, technically. You will also notice I'm rolling through fire. This isn't Dark Souls, but it happens that you can just roll for fire and not take damage. I don't know why, but convenient. Instead of taking the intended route there, we just roll. Alright, AI manipulation coming up. Also a bit tricky, but let's see if I can get it. First I roll into the cutscene. And I want to alert these three guards that are to my right now, physically speaking. I will make noise as quickly as I can. I will alert them. And I will sticky shock the guy in the front and then the one in the back. And that makes this guy turn around. I can punch him in the back, and that's the AI manipulate. There we go. And I have to activate that switch as a mission objective. There's no way around it. There's none that we know about. There's a guy up there, but I can ignore him. Little trick jump up here, enter the door code, and continue. Don't panic, he's right next to us, but we're very stealthy by just running through. Now there are two guards to my right. They sometimes randomly damage you. Okay, not this time, that's perfect. And I also have to pay attention to my ammo here. Oh, one shot, that's nice. Nice. Oh, actually missed that. Okay, try that again. Two shots this time, still fine. Here we go. We have to access the computer to open this door, and we can continue. And I said it's important to pay attention to the ammo. That is because reloading is super slow. That's literally the reason. I want to avoid that during parts where I have to run. Here we go, some quick scopes. I only need one more shot, and I have 5 left, so this should be fine. There we go. Now we have to talk to this technician guy to get his encryption key, mission objective. Now we can go to the elevator and hit the next load zone, get to the roof of this level. And now I can reload because I have to wait anyway.
Is it a good time for a quick message?
Yes.
Perfect. I would just like to turn everyone's attention to the current donation total that we have, which lies at 918 euros for Mind. That means we're 82 euros away from the 1,000 euros for the charity, meaning we would unlock the bonus game The Hobbit if we meet it very soon. Also, I would like to turn your attention to this run's incentive that is still going, where you can, for another 18 euros, can unlock a glitch showcase in which you can see different glitches that this game has to offer. So you want to see Lambert with a tiny head or Sam Fisher carrying his own body? If you want to snipe that, now is the right time. Thank you very much. Now back to you.
Thank you. Here there's an air manipulation again. I hope I get it. This guy just heard his teammates go down, and while he's doing the animation, he won't focus on me, so I can literally just run past him, which is kind of cool. And now we get to, I think, one of the coolest tricks, in my opinion at least. We have a cutscene coming up where Wilkes, the guy that you saw at the beginning, who's our friend. And I skip a bunch of guards here. But I do something really cool. I hope this works. It's very precise. Let me try it again. Again. Almost. Might take a few tries. Have a reposition. Try that. There we go. I just hit him during the cutscene, and that actually skips his animations during the cutscene, and that saves quite a bit of time. Makes the cutscene go faster. Normally you watch him exchange fire with the guards. It's a very precise shot, but it basically made the sticky shock ricochet off this metal bar and hit him from there during the cutscene. And so speaking about the donation incentive, for glitches and some curious things that you will probably not see otherwise, so I would recommend going for that. Now we're in Chinese Embassy 1. I cannot kill anyone in this level.
I'll find a follower.
So it is in my own interest not to be spotted, because if they see me, it's going to be hard to do anything about it. They will probably shoot me down. They have machine guns. So the easiest way to be stealthy, aka just running past them without being spotted in speedrun. Oh, he actually saw me, but should be fine because he's far away. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. I take fall damage here by skipping the ladder. That's fine. I don't need my HP anymore. At least I shouldn't need it. Cool mechanic here from the game. If I use a sticky shock on the water, every enemy in the water will be hit. And I think now is also a good time to read out donations if there are any.
Thank you very much. I would love to. We have received a €5 donation by Sola that is going towards the glitch showcase for your speedrun, saying, "So you're playing as Tom Clancy, no?" Thank you very much for your donation. Keep them coming. We're just €13 away to meet the incentive. You have another, let's say, 14 minutes left to do that, so I think we can do that until then.
All right, so over here, in the casual playthrough, you're supposed to go to the roof and talk to an informant, but we have a skip here. Quite finicky. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, that was perfect. Let's try. Cool. But yeah, we just skip going to the roof, talking to the guy, and then rappelling down. Skips quite a lot of time. And here we take a very specific pathing, so these guys don't see me. But it's a pattern in this game. They look very blind, but it's just with the speedrun path. Stay in the shadows, go quickly, they're distracted, run past them. You get the idea. Now we're here. We have to go and listen in on the conversation. There are a lot of guards, but I can skip past most of them by just running through. So you're supposed to be sneaky and chase this mini truck thingy to enter, but we just run inside. There is a dog here. His position is random. Where is he right now? Oh, there. I'm sorry for the animal abuse, but the dog can smell you and chase you to the end of the world and ruin runs. And especially in a marathon setting, it's not a good idea to keep him alive. Now here is trigger a cutscene. You see Kong Fai Rong, the guy with the phone, or with his hand on his ear. The graphics are old. And it's again a laser mic section. I have to listen to him. And I can skip the dialogue after a certain time because I need to listen to all of it, and it will work. And then he will go to his car, which takes a long time, and then you'll have to listen to him again. But we will do some trickery here, and I will explain why that saves time very soon. I have to focus on the dialogue here so I don't miss the cue. That should be it. Okay. So now I'm doing something called gazebo skip. This is super precise.
Good lord.
It's gonna take me a few tries, most likely.
Chairman of China's Central Military Commission until 01. Very high PLA muckamuck.
A Chinese general talking to Nicolai's is
Let's see.
Whatever he's going to say when that conversation resumes, just
That's a first try. That's actually amazing. Wow.
with him. Anyone so much as sees you, admission's over.
All right, so we are out of bounds now. While Kong Farong is going to his car, and we just use some invisible walls to get up in this van, and we listen to him. And this saves time because normally you would have to listen to the guy from the other side of the map, like there, and then you have to make your way all the way over here. But you have to talk to Cohen, which spawns here, which is another NPC, and that's to end the level. But we're already here, so we save time. Again, I don't have to listen to the whole dialogue. I just wait for my audio cue and then skip. I wait a bit longer for marathon safety because there's a bug, as I mentioned before. And the value sometimes jumps back. We don't want that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, okay, that's the bug I got there. But I have a backup save because that's actually a soft lock. Ron would have died here. There we go. That's why it's good to have backup saves for marathon. Ron is invalid, I'm a fraud, but that's okay. It's a marathon. It's a bug. It's literally a memory value that it's percentage, it jumps up, and then sometimes it jumps back, which is a bug. And it jumped back there by quite a lot, and that's why it failed. There we go, now it worked. Now Cohen will spawn after 11 seconds. This is still faster than going from the other side to all the way over here. And the gazebo skip still saves quite a bit of time here. I just skipped the last line because we can't talk to Cohen while the dialogues are playing.
Fisher, we're getting close to war. If Nicolai's kills these men on
Now this is Abattoir, which is a really, really difficult level, both casually and in the speedrun.
For now, the broadcast.
Okay,
For now,
getting a weird glitchy wall jump there.
it's time to stop the killings.
There's a minefield here, but I take a specific path to avoid the mines, like this glitchy wall jump there, and then I jump on the boxes to avoid the rest of the mines, and just a nice little speedrun trickery you can do. And over here there's an antenna, and normally you're supposed to be sneaky, otherwise there's going to be guards spawning, but they're going to the roof and annoy you. But if I am quick enough, I should be able to hit the button before the guys come to the roof. And I get this cutscene, yep. And with this cutscene, we have time for any donations, if there are any.
I would absolutely love to, and I would like to have everyone who's in here make some noise, because we have received a fantastic, a wonderful €50 donation by Boogie Poppy that says, I can't believe we got to see the real John Splinter cell. And they have divided their donation towards two incentives. One is going with €13 towards your glitch showcase, meaning it's fully met. Thank you so much for that. And the remaining €37 are going towards the Eckhand's name, which is now Helmet. Thank you very much for your generous donation. Keep the donations coming. We're just €27 away from meeting the €1,000 and the bonus game The Hobbit. Thank you so much, and now back to you and Splinter Cell.
Thank you very much for the donations, everyone. You guys are amazing. And yeah, glitch showcase is gonna be fun, I promise. For now, I will get to some place called the freezer room. And first I have to distract these guards by shooting, because they will wait for me. Normally they just start talking where I get out, but now they're distracted by the shot. They're going to investigate. Also, fun little glitch here from the game. It's just a bug. When you have like a body found message, you get the Chinese voices, even though you're not even in the Chinese level here. It's just a bug. But yeah, this is a freezer room. You see nothing unless you use the thermal vision. So that's why I'm in the thermal vision here right now. I'm not doing this to be annoying, but this is why I do it. Now over here there's a lot of eye manipulation. I walk into the wall and roll past this guard, and it worked. That's good. Little freezer, so if I turn off the thermal vision, we don't see anything. Oh, this guy is in a weird spot, but that's fine. I got the backup shot. All right. Slightly random room. Where's the last guard? I don't see. Oh, to my left. Okay. Actually, we'll shoot him down because he's in a really awkward spot. Alright, we're out of the freezer room. I will turn off the thermal vision once I get out of here. Now we get to Avatar Part 2, which is really tricky in the speedrun, I would say. There's going to be a lot of menuing, shooting, quickscoping, pretty much everything. I'll try to walk you through it. So first of all, we have one quickscope. Then I use a sticky shocker on the lamp, which will distract the turret on the right. Normally, didn't actually work this time, weird. But you know, it did work. And turret is shooting. Now I do the same thing with this light. This turret is distracted and shoots the light. I shoot this lamp, same idea. Turret is distracted, I can run past. Otherwise, this turret will destroy me. This is a nice little strat to go fast. There are two guards around the corner. I will try to quick scope them. Let's see. 1, 2, there we go. And now we get to the end fight. I think this is kind of infamous. If you play this casually, it's a bit tricky. But what I do is I time everything perfectly, hopefully, so that these guys don't die too early. And I kill Grinko, which is the guy on the corner here, before the last guy is dead. So what does that do? I can still move. Normally you would freeze and there's a lot of dialogue. But now I can do something called, well, dialogue tip. By dying to that turret, I skip a bunch of dialogue, the mission fails, and by failing, it succeeds again. And that's abattoir.
Am I still on leash inside?
Now, this is Chinese Embassy 2, second last level. We just ran through the kitchen after turning off the lights, so they didn't see me. There's a guard to my left. I will just quick scope him, normally. Whoop, there we go. Nice little trick jump coming up here. Whoop, there we go. Normally you're supposed to go up there, climb up the pipe, and then, you know, do this grapple thing, but this is faster. So be careful, don't fall off here, because sometimes the game glitches out. There we go. And now we already are in the second part of Chinese Embassy 2. Now we go to the basement room. There's a computer that we have to access. And there are 3 guards. And what I will do is I will shoot a light and the glass panel twice with the ring foil, so it gets destroyed. And if I do things correctly, I should be able to just skip these guards. And that looks good to me. Alright, some cool speed tech here. There are 2 guards. I'm not allowed to kill them as far as I know. Maybe I am, I shouldn't remember. I am, never mind. But yeah, I just stun them short and shoot the glass and then run past them. Now there's a turret to my right. I have them codes memorized. But I opened the door to my right so the turret can shoot me. And there's another one. He's not supposed to do this, but in the speedrun we just YOLO through. There we go. I need smoke grenade. There we go. We're doing AI manipulation here, which is also a bit tricky. Let's see.
I need to worry about radiation.
I have to time that grenade a bit earlier, maybe. There we go. Now, this is a weird glitch that makes that god run to the last position where I was. Even though he doesn't see me, he kinda sees me and runs there. That allows me to save time by just grabbing him right in front of the retina scanner instead of waiting for quite a while until he's here. Alright, we get to the third part of the level. This is a place with a bunch of guards outside and the dog, I believe. But if I take this path, then just take a shock this guy, I should be able to just walk through without anyone seeing me. This camera is useless, doesn't actually do anything. Like, it sees you and says enemy, I don't know, something spotted, but it doesn't actually sound alarms. It's kind of funny, I don't know why exactly the camera is there. You're normally supposed to wait for this guy to type in the code. And then you use the thermal vision to see what keys he pressed when, because the recent keys are warmer. But we just know the code already, so we don't need to do that. Now we roll into the cutscene here. Remember this cutscene for later for the glitch showcase or curious things showcase, because it's gonna be relevant later. All right, so now here we have to shoot this fuel pump thingy. There we go. And after a few seconds, a cutscene plays. And during this cutscene, I'm actually opening the hatch, and it's actually very tricky to get that. I'm glad I got it. Opening the hatch is quite slow, but I'm doing it during this cutscene, so I don't lose any time to it at all. It's already open now.
Great work, Fisher. Those nukes aren't going anywhere.
Now the general.
Right. We think he and his
We are approaching the end of this level, slowly but surely.
access his data.
There is a guy coming to investigate, but then he hears a radio call, which I will skip. There we go. Free dialogue skipped, and he goes back because he hears that Kong Farong, the guy we saw in Chinese Embassy 1 that we listened to in the car and through the window. He hears that he's having issues, and he's going to investigate. And in the casual playthrough, you're supposed to see what he entered there. I will actually use the thermal vision so you guys can see what I'm talking about. To actually know the code, just to show off about. Look, like 1, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's how the casual way works. It's a cool mechanic. Remembering this game came out, I think, 22 years ago. It was kind of mind-blowing back then. See something like that in the game. Yeah, now we have to trail this guy, wait for the elevator to come back down. This is basically the calm before the storm part of the speedrun. And this is a good place to read out any messages, if there are any. Okay, so we keep chasing this guy. And I think this code is 8134. Yeah. Even though the door is open, I still have to enter the code, because if I don't, Lambert will complain. You will hear the typical Fisher, have you gone insane line, but yeah, that's why we enter the code. Casually rolling to the cutscene to save time.
Not in the face.
And we will grab Kong Farong as soon as he gets up. And then we have to make him access the computer. And then he just miraculously, I will let him talk. There we go. Oh, there we go. He miraculously drops dead. I never understood that when I played this game as the first time, but the actual reason is actually is poisoned. He drank poisoned alcohol or something, and he dies from that actually. But when you play this game casually, you don't know what's going on. He just drops, and you like, huh? We just run through fire, we take damage, we don't care, speedrunners. And we enter the last level, which is Presidential Palace. Okay, now listen carefully.
Welcome back to Georgia, Fisher. Our cleanest path to the Ark is President
You hear the death falling sound, but we negated the fall damage, so Sam is just being overly dramatic. Just screaming in agony, but there's nothing going on. And over here, you will see me shoot this tower. And this is because that's an AI manipulation. And I'm doing a trick jump here, which is really tricky. There we go. Let me try that. That's a pretty difficult jump, I think. It skips using those metal pipe thingies. It's unintentional, but it works and it's fast. Same for here, we skip in a way that we skip the clamber part. There we go. Same for here, we skip a bit of the hanging animations here. Now, I shot the tower because there's a character coming up with 2 dogs and 2 guards. The dogs are completely overpowered in this game. When you're in the light and they're in the suspicious state, they will just see you, no matter where you are, no matter how far they are. But because I shot the wall, you see the guys on the left. They're already distracted, and this guy is here, so I can just run through the courtyard, no issues. Alright. There's still a few guards here that we'll have to take care of. Let me shoot them. Alright. Door code. I just equipped diversion cameras. They are like sticky cameras, which is just a camera you shoot and then you can observe things. But this one can make noises. and release gas. And the gas will knock out enemies. And this will become relevant sooner than you might think, right off this door. Whoop! Try to jump over these lasers to avoid an alarm. There we go. So I shoot the wall to alert these guys. And then I use the diversion camera. And we get 4 guards at the same time into the smoke there. Quite convenient. Alright. This is a room with a bunch of enemies, but I do some speedrun magic here. Okay, that's not speedrun magic. That's not any magic at all. Let's try it again. That's speedrun magic. I just skipped the whole room. Yeah, there are a lot of guards down there, and they're all lethal, but they're just confused. There are 2 guards, one to my left, one to my right, and another 2 here. I will sticky shock the first guy, and then shoot this guy down. The other 2 will randomly come to me. It depends really on randomness how fast they get here, but I have to pay attention to their state and react accordingly. For now, I will ignore this guard, check where the other guard is. He's opening the door now. I will stun this guy. To be careful here. Okay, where's the other guy? Okay, we're fine. So that's the scary part if you're on a war record pace, because they can easily kill a run if you're not careful. And your HP is actually important. Let me get this guy with the airfall to stun him. And we're entering the last segment of the game. I will do an AI manipulation here, but the issue is the spawns are random, so I will have to adapt depending what I see. But I throw a smoke here, and hopefully I will get as many guards as possible at the same time. I see 1, 2, where's the last one? I literally have no idea where he is. I'm very confused. Oh, that's a weird spot. Okay, so now we're entering the library. If you play this game casually, again, that's a very infamous part. Difficult clear at the end of the game, basically. But it turns out they start rushing as soon as the dialogue is over, and we just run past them. They don't even have time to react. They're not even in place, and we're done. That was a clear. Now coming up is a strat called Smoke Alerts, because we have to use a smoke grenade on Nicolas, who's this guy. That didn't work. Hold on. I need to be in front of him. See, what is he doing? Let's try that again. Ah, that looks better. I hope that smoke grenade worked. I positioned it in a certain way so that Nicolas and this upcoming guard will get hit by it at the same time. That skips the dialogue, and I got it. That skips the alliance. This saves a lot of time. And now I will get a blackout here, and I just YOLO through. The problem with smoke alerts is that these guys can be super aggro, and it can be scary, and I could potentially die, depending on how aggro they are. But, ooh. Okay, barely survived, 0 HP warrior, I'll take that.
I think he really knows where the arch is.
Yes. We can't let
End game time. Nicolas is going up there, and we go up there now. He's going into a meeting with someone called Kristavi. But now I just distract the guards. There's a bunch of them. Shoot the light here, shoot the light there to be stealthy. Trick jump up there. Nice. I will play this a bit safe. Oh, actually, I don't need to. Yeah, I'm fine. So you see this cutscene again with Nicolas and Kristavi to the side there. And I will shoot the light, and then I have to kill Nicolas here. That's the mission objective. I shoot the light so the next guard doesn't see me. Wait, where's his head? There we go, got him. Now we're at the end of the run, kinda. We have a lot of parkouring. Well, a little bit of parkouring. But it's a tricky pathing. I do a trick jump here, hopefully I can get it. There we go. Get ready for time, it's coming up in like 5 seconds. There's a room with a bunch of guards, but if I roll here and do the specific pathing... Time. Alright, so that was Splinter Cell, but don't worry, there's more. The donation incentive was met, and going to take around 5 minutes. We can start the timer on that already if there is one, but I will just go ahead. I will just show again the beginning of this cutscene here very quickly. And this is an in-game rendered cutscene. That might already hint on what I'm going to do, but first of all, let's check the code that Lambert enters into the keypad and memorize it. 57393. So what I'm going to do now is go to the start of training. I have a save state there, and I use a cheat code in the command line. You can do some commands like that. And this is actually the room you just saw. That's already maybe cool enough. Maybe you think that, but there's more. There's more. First of all, ignore these plants looking for the wall. The code. Wait, what? Game gets stuck? Hold on. I think it's paused. Ah, there we go. So the code that he entered was, I think 57393, but I don't know why. If you omit the first number, that's actually the correct code. So that's kind of cool detail. I don't know why the first number doesn't work, but there's something interesting here. You see Lambert, but there's something off about him. He has a tiny head. I don't know why, but as soon as I interact with him, he goes back to normal. But let's just enjoy the sight for a bit. Look at that. Like, this is the voice, this is the head I was going like, Fisher, have you gone insane? But yeah, here we go. Now it's normal. So we have this guy here. Let's grab him. Oh, he disappeared. But the cool thing about this guy is he actually mirrors your movements. Can knock him out now. And if I pick him out, things start to become really weird. Have you ever want to see Fisher carry Fisher with Lambert just derping out? Yes, then yep, there we go. So let's move on. Next thing I will show, let me look at my notes so I don't forget anything. Oh yeah, it says training boom. That's I think enough. So this is the place where if you enter, you get the ending dialogue with Wilkes and Lambert and Sam talking. I actually have a grenade here. And again, when the dialogues are skipped, the mission ends. So I just throw a grenade, going to the cutscene. I could go wrong. Actually, I missed him. Let's try it again. Persistent. Oh, that guy really doesn't want to go die, I guess. Let's try that maybe later, or maybe I have to go faster. Okay, I'm gonna go faster. It should work now. Okay, I'm gonna throw the grenade here because he really is persistent. Okay, he's trolling. I'll try it one more time. That grenade should be good, right? There we go. Mission complete. Everyone is dead, but mission complete. That's completely how the developers wanted it to be. You're not supposed to have grenades, by the way. That was I was using cheats. What is next? Crazy out of bounds. Yep. You saw me go through the courtyard here before, but there's another cool path, and I already have a save state here to save time. It's a very tricky jump, but if I can get it, there we go. So that's a cool out of bounds you can do. Okay, let me maybe shoot the lights. And that one, and that one. That should be fine now. All right. So this is a cool thing that we used to do in speedruns, but it's actually slower. But I think it looks cool.
Who goes there?
So that's a skip that we skip. All right, let's go to the next thing. Trucks here. You saw me before roll into the cutscene, but there's another thing you can do. This is similar to the Wilkes skip in Kalina Tech, where you get in through the cutscene. Now I will make this tasers ricochet off the wall and hit this gas pump thing. And this will make cutscenes overlap, and that saves time. But it ends up that if you get the skip I got before, where you open the hatch, it's about the same time, and it's not very consistent if you want to go fast. But this puts you in a glitch state. First of all, you don't hear the dialogue, apparently. But also, if you put the night vision on, it just doesn't work. If you ever want to like play around, make screenshots with Fisher with the goggles on, but not having the thermal or night vision, then do this. So let's move on. Next thing is, what does it say? Ah, now we get to the, okay. So let's see. I think let's go to Kalina Tech. There are some other commands that are hidden that people usually don't know about, but the people found by messing around. For instance, let's try becoming Giant Fisher. You can become massive like that. You can also just invert. Okay. Okay, and maybe let me go up there again. It paused again. There we go. And there's also, my favorite one is this one. Let's see, 0.3 also works. We are Tiny Fisher. Very scary. Pistol also nice, look at that. Beautiful. We're not done yet. Let's go back to normal. There's also some other magic you can do because it's the Unreal Engine. This took me a lot of trial and error to find. But I actually have a menu open here. No, I think you can see it actually, that's good. So it says skeletal mesh, and that's the SAM one, but we can actually change it. Let's try, let's say, enpc dot Lambert mesh. What would possibly happen? Let's see. We are Lambert. And maybe that isn't cool enough yet, so let's try something else. Let's try... Okay, I have to look that one up. Dog.dope mesh. I hope I didn't type that. Now we are a dog. And let's go grab this guy. Now, I guess this guy is riding a dog. So that's a fun little thing you can do. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm just double checking. Did I? Oh, I missed one glitch. I'm going to go do it very quickly. I'm going a bit over estimate for the showcase. I'm sorry for that. But this one's going to be a really quick one. Because that's a really curious one. This is called the Dead or Alive glitch. If I die while entering the next load trigger, I have to time correctly. I'm in a glitchy state. I'm actually dead, because if you look at the HP, right, I have 0. But I'm also alive, in a way. I can't quick save anymore. The game is glitched. And as soon as I jump or land on anything, I'm soft locked. But the fun thing about, yeah, let's give it up for ESA. No, ESA, sorry, BSG. Oh, God. I'm sorry. There's a medkit there, and normally if you use a medkit, you can go back to normal state. And yeah, I don't have a medkit, so I can show it off, but I think that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the showcase.
We absolutely did. It is fantastic. Thank you very much, Distro, for your fantastic run of Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell and your fantastic glitch showcase. We are going here at BSG Annual 24 into a quick intermission, but we will right back for you.